Alrighty, guys. So, what can we learn about the rappers turning on Drake? So, back in 2024, whenever the beef happened, all the rappers that are in the mainstream, a majority of them tried to isolate themselves from Drake. Even the only person that didn't isolate himself from Drake during the beef was 21 Savage. He was probably the only rapper, one of the only few rappers that actually stood beside Drake during the whole entire beef going down, and 50 Cent. They were the main two right there that actually stood by Drake and supported Drake whenever all those false allegations were coming that were circulating due to Kendrick Lamar dropping Not Like Us. They were the only two rappers that actually stood up for Drake whenever that happened, basically. And the rest of the rappers stayed quiet. They either stayed quiet or they pretty much went to pop out and supported Kendrick, basically. So what can we all learn about the rappers turning on Drake? Well, number one, success equals hate. So once you become successful, if you ever become successful at anything, basically, most people are going to hate you for it, basically. The phrase, what people say, oh, if you're not getting hate, then that's a bad thing, basically. That basically means that if people aren't hating you, you're not doing enough in life for you to actually be impactful, to be the best version of yourself. Because whenever you become the best version of yourself, you're basically going to scare away the people who want to stay the same, and they're going to call you all kinds of names because they're going to remain the same and complain. So you have to just maintain, basically. So once that all happens, you have to just stay on your 10 toes and continue to keep on going. And once you keep on ascending to new heights, they're going to be jealous of you. They're going to make up stuff about you. They're going to make up stuff about you, come up with false allegations to make you look bad, all this stuff, basically. So, and even throw backhanded compliments at you, basically, to make you feel inferior, because they feel inferior whenever they're around you. So that's the first reason right there. Success will equal hate. Number two, what can we learn from the situation? Most humans are incapable of loyalty. So what does this mean? Well, it is very simple. Most human beings, they're not really tested enough to actually go through situations or go through scenarios where you're at your lowest point. And most friendships are based on conditions. They're based on what you got or how charismatic you are, stuff like that. The friends that you're around, like whatever skill you have, the friends that you are around, they want to have your skill. So if you're really good at lifting weights and they're not good at lifting weights, they want to have your skill at lifting weights. So they're going to be secretly, in most cases, envious of you. And most people's loyalty hasn't been tested. It amazes me that people can be loyal to some invisible imaginary character like Jesus or Muhammad, yet whenever it comes to their family and friends, they can't show that same loyalty that their spiritual teacher told them to do, which doesn't make any sense. So right there is why most humans are incapable of loyalty. Now, number three, most folks are just bandwagoners and NPCs. So NPC is somebody who's just following the crowd. Bandwagoner is someone who just jumps on board whenever someone else is down. So for example, bandwagoners, a lot of people in the mainstream, like the masses, during the whole entire Drake and Kendrick beef, a lot of people sided with Kendrick because they couldn't handle the bullying or the harassment or the bots basically attacking them for being a Drake supporter, basically. Now, people at my job, like I remember my boss, before the beef even happened, my boss was telling me, oh, everybody loves Drake. Oh, I'm a Drake fan. Oh, Drake, he's amazing and stuff. After the beef, oh, F Drake. He's this, he's that, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, go Kendrick, basically. You see what I'm talking about? Most people are just going off of what basically what the media tells them to go off of. If the media tells them to support something, they'll support it, basically. So that's why it's very very important for you to, for one, think for yourself and know how the media works, because the media is full of manipulation, you know. And I believe that Drake once said on and don't quote me, on 7 a.m. on Bridal Path, he said the first letter of jealousy is called media. He said that. So media, most of the people that are in media are jealous of Drake, basically, and they're jealous of successful people. There could be a writer who had a bad experience with Drake, or there could be a writer who wants Drake's life, and they'll basically do whatever it takes to make Drake look bad, or just make a celebrity that they don't like look bad, all because of that envy, basically. Now, NPCs are the same thing. People who follow the crowd. So say, for example, that say if I were to put you in a room of 10 people, let's just say that all 9 of those people are Kendrick supporters and you're the only Drake supporter. Well, most people who are just casuals would switch to Kendrick's side because they don't want to be alone and isolated. Now, other people like me who are independent are going to just obviously stay 10 toes down and support what they want to support, basically. And despite the backlash, just despite the shaming tactics, the bullying, the manipulation, all this stuff, the gaslighting, they're still going to remain mentally solid and mentally strong. So that's the third reason right there. People are bandwagoners and NPCs. Now, number 4, are very unable to think for themselves. They're very unable to think for themselves. So what does this mean? Well, obviously very self-explanatory, like I just said previously. The people around you, especially women, they're prone to this as well. They think in groups. One thing about women is that they think in groups. Whatever their friends think, they're gonna think. Whatever their friends do, they're gonna do. And a lot of men are like women too as well nowadays. Whatever their leader says in the group, they do. Whatever the media tells them to do, they'll do. Or whatever a rapper tells them to do, they'll do, basically. So it goes hand in hand. So that's number 4 right there. People are unable to think for themselves. Now, number 5, the world is a lie. One thing about the world that we live in, it's all a lie. And what does this mean? Well, the things that are supposed to actually make natural sense don't make sense. So, for example, I'll get to this in my last point, or I might as well just talk about it right now, which is like a bonus lesson, basically. Being nice in today's world, as a man, gets you nowhere. It gets you burnt most of the time. Naturally speaking, being nice to somebody should be a natural thing, but it's frowned upon by society and by women. Like, for example, a lot of guys want to be lover boys, want to be romantic whenever it comes to women, but they can't because of the way women treat them, because of the way women respond to that behavior. Most women are programmed to want guys who abuse them. They want guys who curse them out. They want guys who make them feel inferior. That's what I'm talking about whenever it comes to the world is a lie. And the same goes with society. Society tells you to, oh, it's okay that you're not perfect, but they want you to be efficient. And if you're not efficient, you get replaced at your job. Society tells you to be yourself, but whenever you are yourself, people basically attack you and try to destroy your mental health. So that's what I mean about the world is a lie. what's supposed to be natural isn't natural. It's artificial. So, and it's based on conditions. Love is based on conditions. It's not based on unconditions, because unconditions mean you love somebody no matter what. Conditions mean, oh, this person has to have something for me to love them, basically. And that is pretty much it for this video.